guys, we'll get started shortly. Please stand by. Fire it up, please fire it up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started with the motivational talk. Hold, please stand by. Grab your teams in the midst of this training. Grab your teams, guys.
There is a light inside of every one of us, an ember that burns and begs us to become more than what we have ever been. It's our aspirations that must become our allies. I noticed that everything that I accomplished over the course of my life, I accomplished with a new set of beliefs and a new set of habits. I noticed I was able to make things happen when I destroyed the door in the room. See, I don't care what your goal is. It could be relationships. It could be to lose weight. It could be to make more money. It could be to become something nobody in your family has ever been. The moment that you destroy the door, the way out, in the room of your dream, that's when you make it happen. What you do while you are in pain will echo through the ages.
Scrape the grill of your past and get all that junk out of there. Of every memory of every failure. You need to unplug from everybody and everything that is telling you that you cannot have your future, that you cannot have this goal, that you can't do what's on your heart to do. You gotta unplug. There are too many people in your life that keep telling you that you are not qualified, that you don't have what it takes, that you will never be able to accomplish because your resume ain't long enough, because you don't have the experience, because you are unfit. And so you got to unplug from all the negative voices. You got to unplug from everything and everybody that's telling you you cannot have that dream, that you are not qualified to have that dream. You got to unplug. You got to unplug. It may hurt because there's some people that you're going to have to let go of. There's some people that can't come with you to the next level. They're not qualified to fly at the frequency that you're flying at. They cannot come. And you got to get in touch with you. See, you can't have the dream unless you know you. Now, everybody wants this dream. Everybody wants this lifestyle, but they don't know themselves. And so you need to take some physical evaluation, some emotional and psychological evaluation, spiritual evaluation. And you got to figure out, okay, what works and what doesn't? And what are my boundaries and what are my limitations and what am I capable of and what do I need to work on? And then you need to connect with the people that believe in your dream. Life moves at the speed of your relationships, connections, and circles. You need to ask for forgiveness. You need to forgive yourself. You need to reprioritize your activities. Everybody wants the dream to come true, but nobody wants to reprioritize their activities. Nobody wants to hack into their habitual nature and build new habits that are going to give you the future that you seek after. If not now, then when? Dream big, start small. You gotta dream big, start small, act now. Dream big, start small, act now. Stop waiting for the temperature to change. Stop waiting for your feelings to be in check. Stop waiting for everything to line up. It's never gonna line up. It's never gonna be perfect. You just gotta jump. You just have to jump. There are no roses without rain. If you can remember that, then you will always see adversity as advantage and obstacle as opportunity. Know this, that your process may be messy, but your mess will become your message. So what is your why? Because if your why is powerful enough, then you can persevere through the process. What is it? Find it, define it, be reminded. that you can, you will, you must never give up. The actions that you take, the moves that you make will echo throughout the ages as there is a generation of people who are attached to your why. And if you don't succeed, they'll never believe. So make it happen. Persistence.
Woo! What is your why? Hey, listen, guys, let's get started. Let's rock and roll. Ben McCrae here out of Charlotte, North Carolina, part of the leadership support. Man, that was an amazing talk. If you're not listening, if you don't go to YouTube and listen to those things, just to feed your psyche, you're missing it. I strongly encourage, guys, what you put in your head is going to basically come out in your activities and the things that you do. So the personal development, listening to motivation like that, it just simply inspires and gets folks pumped up and ready to get after it. I don't know about you, but I'm fired up and ready to go. Hopefully you are as well. Welcome to each and every one of you. Grab a pen and a piece of paper, guys. I strongly encourage that you turn off all distractions. We're not going to be together long today. As I was sharing with the team that came in a little bit earlier, we're going to do something a little bit different. On Tuesday evenings, we usually do what is called a Getting Started Right training. And then from the Getting Started Right training, we go into the enhanced training and then basically open it up for folks for conversation. Tonight, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Getting Started Right training. And then I want to open it up to straight Q&A. I want to hit on one point, but then I want to get into straight Q&A. Because one thing that I have learned as a trainer in front of a room, we all bring agendas, but sometimes we bring trainings that don't hit what individuals need. We assume we know what they need, but sometimes it just simply doesn't hit what individuals need. So, of course, we ask people in this platform to ask questions at the end and things of that nature. But every Tuesday going forward, last Tuesday of every month, I want to basically dedicate this towards Q&A. All right, so let's jump right into the training, the Getting Started Right training. First and foremost, I want to welcome all our brand new business partners. I see some of my new partners who came on board, plugged in. I'm very excited to have each and every one of you connected and engaged and showing the initiative that your why is strong. Guys, if you're brand new, you have made a decision to take control of your financial destiny. You have you drew a line in the sand and said, enough is enough. I'm not waiting for the government. I'm not waiting for anybody to take care of me. I'm going to put myself in a position where I can take care of myself. And that's by becoming a boss, an entrepreneur. I want to say congratulations to each and every one of you guys. We are a part of an amazing company. We are the ultimate cash flow system. The way this thing works is strictly through teamwork. Guys, this doesn't work without teamwork. Together, everyone achieves more. Together, teamwork, together, everyone achieves miracles. Understand this, guys. What you think can't be done can be done if you assemble the right team. No one, and I mean no one, not even Jesus, came onto this earth without putting a team together to accomplish the great accomplishments that he did. He put together 12, and he kept it real simple. All he said was, follow me. He didn't get all into the schematics and everything and 1 + 1 to the 8th power. No, follow me. We make this thing too complicated. So guys, let's jump right into it. Recognition, congratulations to all of our new executives. Again, to all of our new business partners, to our 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, and above executives, congratulations. Guys, you know babies cry for recognition and grown people die for recognition. I want to make sure we're always acknowledging your efforts, your activities. Please, please make sure you send out the message. Let's get your teams loaded up. There's a lot of different things going on tonight that's splitting up our audience. It is what it is. That's called growth. And that's okay. We want that. Okay, so let's jump into this, guys. Key thing number one, I'm going to drop a bunch of jewels. I need you to pick them up. These are nuggets. Treat this like a profession. Treat this like a profession. See, you are now a network marketing professional. I need you to understand this. If you treat it like a profession, it's going to pay you like a professional. Professionals make big money. You have play football players, then you have professional football players making millions. You have high school, Pop Warner, baseball and basketball players. Then you have professional baseball and basketball players who's making money. Guys, you have professional doctors. If you treat this like a profession, you will make professional money. So as you go through life, I'm messing with my good friend Adele. You're going to hear a lot more from her. She's in the Hawaii market. She planted the flag in that market. We don't have anybody but Adele, to my understanding and knowledge, in Hawaii. And whereas she's going to plant the flag, and I can't wait to get that momentum to justify me going out to that area and growing that area. But she is she works for the Postal Service, but she's also a network marketing professional. You see how that works? Hey, what do? You're at a networking event. Oh, yeah, I work for the post office, but I'm also a network marketing professional. Guys, if you implement that into your conversation every day, you'll meet new people and you put them into your pipeline to get results that you're looking for. But as you become a professional, you must commit to the growth. Understand this, every professional in that we know in terms of athletes, professional surgeons, professional whatever, they went through years and years of personal development, growing and sharpening a skill set. And that's what we do here in network marketing inside of MWR Financial. We have an amazing compensation plan attached to a personal development opportunity, or it's an opportunity. I don't know how that goes. I jacked that up. We have an amazing personal development with a compensation plan attached to it, guys. Every Saturday morning, we have a reading club. This is Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. When I make announcements, everything is based on Eastern Standard Time, adjusted to your time. But we come together as a group of individuals who committed to showing up every Saturday, and we just jump inside of books of choice, and we dig deep inside the pages and then share what we got out of that conversation, out of that read. And it's just become absolutely phenomenal. Right now, we're reading a book called The Secrets of a Millionaire's Mind. Why wouldn't you want to know the secrets of a millionaire's mind? This book is absolutely game-changing with T. Harv Eckert. If you don't have this in your library, I strongly encourage that you get it in your library. It will change your life. Understand this, but more importantly, commit to joining us. Come plug into our $1 million, our book club that we have every Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. and it's zoom.mwrkingdombuilders.com, along with everything else that we have. This is what is so powerful about what we have inside this movement. We have a platform that will help you regardless of where you are. As long as you stay connected, you will win inside this business. I need you to realize and understand that. When people say, man, my sponsor's not helping me, it's not even about your sponsor. Just stay plugged in. Now that you're here, you now just need to stay plugged into every single thing that we have going on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yes, I know you may not be able to plug into everything, but everything that you can plug into, I strongly encourage you to do so and make it that you're plugging into more things than less. Hear what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. I just brought on a new partner, Mr. Archie Gill out of New York. He's a man of his word. He said, hey, I'm off on Tuesdays. I'll be there. I'm committed to the training. Here he is. He's showing that he's ready to build his business. Welcome, Archie. Good to see you, buddy. Now, housekeeping. Again, we have what we call double your fun, double your money. Right now, we have double your fun, whereas from June 15th up until August 10th, you have the ability to win tickets to an all-expense paid cruise that's going to be paid for by MWR Financial. Basically, you could qualify for 2 passes for you and your spouse or significant other. You have to register for the convention to qualify for this, to my understanding. But when you bring on 12 new business partners, and it's very doable, we'll break that down in a few minutes, you qualify for 2 tickets. If you bring on 6 new business partners, you qualify for 1 ticket. But if you help one of those 6 individuals become 2-star executive, which is just 12 people, you now qualify for a 2nd ticket. So, man, make a decision. Have MWR Financial pay for your winter vacation. It's just a matter of going to work. And speaking of convention, are you registered to come to Las Vegas, Nevada? It's August 12th to the 13th. Big decisions are made at the big events. If you're not registered, make a decision to get registered. What else are you doing that's going to help you position yourself mentally, emotionally, to put yourself in a position to make 6 figures from home for the rest of your life? That's what takes place here. We have the ability to get around the best of the best in this company, mastermind network with the best of the best in this company. It will shorten your learning curve. The best person to come to an event like this is a brand new person to come to an event like this. And I'm going to give you a secret. Start recruiting in Las Vegas. Start asking people, who do you know in Las Vegas or the surrounding towns that's driving distance? Because it's getting shorter and shorter in the window of opportunity. So as we get to the day of, and you bring on a new person who lives in outskirts of Las Vegas, they could come on board and still make it to the big event. So just start asking those questions. Hey, we're having an amazing business. We're launching and moving to a next phase of our opportunity, our company, and helping people break generational curses. And we're looking for some key people out there in the Las Vegas and surrounding areas. I was wondering if you know anybody in that area. That's a talking piece. That's a sound piece. And you're just asking that question. And then folks will be like, nah, I don't know anybody. Okay, well, neither here nor there. Are you interested in it? It's just a talking piece. So those are the housekeeping tips. Let's jump right into the, because like I said, I didn't want to extend this out way too far, but let's get into the nuts and bolts, the meat and potatoes. Let's launch your business. Let's get excited about starting your business and building wealth. Guys, it's time to break generational curses. As that video said, it's up to you to break through and get to the next level. Go through the pain. It's going to be uncomfortable. You have to be willing to be uncomfortable in order to get comfortable. Please write that down. You have to be willing to get uncomfortable in order to get comfortable. See, most people try to go through life comfortable, but what happens is they neglect the things that they should be doing. And when time catches up to them, age, when time catches up to them, sickness, then now they're uncomfortable because they don't have their finances in place. They don't have a strong enough retirement to leave their job, but yet they can't work because of age, sickness. And now they got to try to scrape up and live off of the government. Guys, be willing to get uncomfortable now so you can live comfortable later. Understand this, you can't avoid it. You can't avoid it. So here we are in a business. You've decided to launch your business. That's uncomfortable. Most people want to go in business for themselves, but don't have the courage to make the step, to step forward, to pay that money, put their money on the line, put their time on the line. Everybody wants to go in business, but everyone doesn't make the move. You did. So you separated yourself from everybody else. That's major. So it's one thing to separate yourself, but now we got to get engaged. You're in. Now we got to keep you in. You got to commit to staying in and committing to the process. Guys, this is a journey, and everybody's journey is different. I need you to realize this. Write this down. And I'm not even on script. I'm just flowing. It's coming up, and I'm shooting it back at you. All popcorn doesn't pop at the same time. Understand this. All popcorn doesn't pop at the same time. And why do I say that? Because have you put popcorn in a microwave? It's going around in circles and in circles and in circles. And those who get impatient will open up the microwave and stop the entire process. And now there's kernels in there that will never pop because you keep stopping the heat in the process. It has to be uninterrupted heat, uninterrupted activities. Understand this, guys? All popcorn doesn't pop at the same time. So if you haven't popped yet, listen, don't worry about the other poppers. Your time is coming. Stay the course, continue to apply the heat, keep your why in front of you, because if your why is strong enough, you'll continue to go down the journey. You'll continue to stay uncomfortable till you get comfortable, and you will never quit. What is your why? We're going to talk about this in depth in our advanced training, but you got to make sure that you have a solid why. You're going to make sure you have received this document. This is a new document that we implemented into our process of helping individuals get started and get started right. You have your username on here, your password. You want to put that on. You also have your sponsor's phone number and your sponsor's phone number. You want to put that on here. You want to activate your memberships, guys. Listen, our membership puts money in your pocket. By utilizing the services, that pays for your $150 a month. $150 a month should be a non-issue. If you're a W-2 employee, you're getting back. If you're just getting back $150 a month from your instant pay raise where they adjusted your taxes, now because of that, this membership is paying for your service. You can't cancel it. It's paying for itself. And I need you to understand this. When you cancel your membership, you cancel your business. So you now cancel your deductions. Just to make a mental note of that. So I encourage you, get these services, utilize the tax benefits, utilize the bill shredder, utilize the credit restoration, get rid of your debt, increase your cash flow so you can create those testimonials, those stories, getting the results and getting more cash flow into your pockets, which is going to create more stories, increase your posture. But until you get your own stories, you have to borrow other people's stories. Make sure you go into the Facebook testimonial page, take stories from there, while you're reading those stories, you're talking to people, they say that thing doesn't work. You can easily say, man, all I know is a 19-year-old kid who went from a 400 credit score to a 680 credit score because of this membership, was able to buy a brand new car on his own signature without a co-signer and get a new apartment without a signature or co-signer because of this service and putting himself in a strong financial foundation. I don't know that person. I just saw the story and I've used it a couple of times, and you can use it as well. So you borrow other people's stories as you're creating your own stories and building your business. Along with that, guys, getting started. As you can see in that box, there it is again, your why. The box is small, but your why has to be big, but it must be able to fit inside that box. What do I mean by that? You don't want to have a long, drawn-out why. You must be able to articulate your why from the first floor to the second floor on the elevator. What do? Why are you in network? Why are you in network marketing? What is it that you do? You must be able to spit that out like, boom, first floor to second floor. Seriously, it's the elevator pitch. You must practice it, because as you're talking to people and as you're introducing your sponsor on your private business receptions, you want to be able to articulate, hey, I'm so excited about you coming into my private business reception and supporting me. I got involved with this business because I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, got laid off from my job. I'm not appreciated at my job. I'm looking to take my lifestyle to the next level as I got a brand new child. Whatever your why is, you know your why. And if you don't, you must fine tune it. Okay, next thing on your first 30-day story. Guys, your first 30-day story is absolutely important. When someone says that doesn't work, you can always say, all I know is in my first 30 days, I made XYZ. If you're brand new, we want to help you make at least $1,500. I'm going to show you that in a minute. So you say, all I know is I made $1,500 from a $250 investment. So I don't know what you're talking about. This thing is working. And I'm making $50 a day, $1,500 a month in residual income. This thing is working. Understand that. And for those of you who say, I didn't have that much of a 30-day story, it starts today. As a business owner, I just started a new business. I went into register with the state of North Carolina. It said, what date do you want to have your start date to be? That's the flexibility of a business owner. You choose your start date. Because some of us, understand this, guys. I'm on my soapbox. I didn't even want to get all into this. But some of us, we purchased the land, we bought the building, but we didn't open up the doors yet. And that's okay. You saw the opportunity, life happens, everything is everything, distractions and all that. You purchased the land, now it's time for you to build on it. And it starts today. Understand that, guys. So your start time is today. So 30 days from today, what will be your story? And you must make that decision, guys. Understand that. And then your 90-day story. In your first 90 days, man, everybody in the next 90 days should be striving to get to a 5-star executive position. It's so very doable if you make a decision. All right. So that's key. Upload your pictures of your profile. All that is technical stuff. We'll get to that. I want to get you to the money. So we want to make sure we schedule your private business reception. We want to get you to executive. You want to make a short list of your ride or die key people. If you get stranded on the side of the road, who are those folks you could call on that will come and help you in the middle of the night? These are folks where you want to put them on a list. People who know you, like you, trust you, and will support you, and at least coming to see what you're doing. All right. Now let's jump into it. We'll get into more details here. We must launch your business, not just start. Amateurs start, experts launch. Did you hear me? Experts launch. You got to get full throttle in these next, 30 days getting started in your business. The hardest part of your business, but yet the easiest part is the beginning. And I say hard because you're going against your normal activities. You want to sit down and watch those shows. You want to participate in all the activities that you're always participating in the bowling league and the glee club and all that stuff that pulls your time, but it's not making you any money. You got to put that to the side for a little bit. Get uncomfortable now so you can live comfortable later. Think about this. Now you're making an extra $1,500 or $3,000, $4,500 a month, and you're participating in these events. You could donate more. You can have more time freedom. We want to free up your time. And that's what MWR Financial allows you to do. So in the small amount of pockets of time you have, you want to go full throttle, 100% commitment in activities, exposures, follow-ups, three-way calls. That's all we do. We pique interest, we share the information, we do a three-way call, we collect decisions. Did you hear what I just said? That's our business. We're in the business of simply collecting decisions. And the faster you get to the decisions, the faster you'll have success, because success loves speed. Jump on this and we go full throttle, putting on our blinders, focusing on the main thing, which is helping people get to the executive position. Guys, ED is where it's at. If you break EDs and become an ED factory, your money is absolutely going to continue to grow, which is very exciting. Guys, let's jump right into this real quick. What does it take to become qualified? It's a numbers game. So here's you as a brand new partner. You want to make sure that you continue. See, this is a team sport. Remember what I said. Together, everyone accomplishes more. What I love about this business compared to the practice company I was in, once we build this business, and everyone maintains their position, you don't have to do it all over again. So as long as I hold my position and being qualified as a QFD, my membership and everything's in place, whereas you enroll, you got your membership, you got your one service, whatever, that solidifies and holds the spot. That helps my support team qualify for whatever positioning that they're looking for. And that's what you must commit to, whereas you say, whatever, regardless of what's going on anywhere, people join, people quit, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to maintain my membership. I'm going to hold my spot. I'm holding down the line. That's your only job. That's your only commitment in that regards. Are you committed to that process? Because as you do it, you'll find 3 other people who will do it. But you'll never find 3 other people who will commit to keeping their membership and staying qualified if you don't commit to being qualified. Understand this, guys. The first circle, when you draw the circles in your bubbles to get to $15,000 a day, none of the circles work unless the first circle is working. So you must stay qualified. Understand this. Whatever you do, don't let your membership lapse. And of course, if you get out there and get 3, 4, 5 memberships outside of everything else, your membership pays for itself. You qualify automatically. That's number 1. But then let's get the money that's on the table. I want you to say, I'm going to get the money. And it's so important, guys. We don't leave money on the table. This is you. So I'm talking to Archie right now, brand new partner on the team. Archie's fired up. He wants to get free. The first thing we want to do is help Archie get to executive. Archie, we need to launch your business. We have a private business reception already lined up for tomorrow at 7 p.m. All Archie's doing is driving as many people as possible to the private business reception tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock. If he invites 10 people show up, all he's going to do is show up at 6:30, 6:45. He's going to say, he's going to welcome all of his guests into the private business reception. Hey, welcome, guys. Welcome. Glad you made it. Good to see you. Hey, man, I'm so glad you was able to adjust your schedule. And he's being a good host. And right at 7 o'clock on the dot, he said, listen, Mr. McCray, are you ready? Yes, let's get this thing rocking and rolling. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining my private business reception. I don't want to waste anyone's time. We're going to get started on time. Now, here's a key thing, sidebar. We don't talk about who's not there. If you invited 50 and 2 people show up, that's all we're focusing on. It's a private business reception. We focus on who's present, okay? So we don't say, hey, we're waiting for a few more people. Nope. If it's 7 o'clock, if it's 2 people there, 3 people there, we rocking with the 2 and the 3. Anyone else show up, they show up. And I'm at the nature of locking it after I get fully engaged because they're only catching half the story. They'll catch the next one. But anyway, so I'm glad you guys made it to my private business reception. I got involved with this amazing opportunity, and then he'll share his why quickly with his guests. But the great thing is I have support, and I don't have to go out and do a lot of talking. I have a gentleman who's successful in his business. He knows 110% of the facts, well documented in his business, loves helping people. Let me introduce you to my partner, Mr. McCray. At that point, Archie has done his job. I come in, I speak highly of Archie, I welcome his guests, and I go into the MWR financial presentation, and we're closing them. He'll bring on 3 new partners and a few memberships. He just became an executive, and his guaranteed income is solidified. He'll make $50 for each of the persons he bring on board, plus a $150 momentum bonus. Tomorrow night, Archie will make $300. Nice. He got his investment back. But then we book a meeting from a meeting. Write that down. Pick up what I lay down, guys. Book a meeting from a meeting. What does that mean? From his private business reception, we're creating momentum where the 3 people he bring on board, we're scheduling their private business receptions. So now this person schedules their PBR, but then the next few days, this person schedules their PBR, this person schedules their PBR based on my calendar, because I'm the expert at the moment. Archie will eventually be able to do the PBRs on his own, but right now I'm doing them. We schedule them out, they invite 50, 10 show up, we show them and coach them how to introduce, tell their why. They bring on 3 people, 3 people, 3 people. Each of them make $150. Archie just made $450. He made $600 off of a $250 investment. Archie is flat out excited. But guess what? We book a meeting from a meeting. Now we go out and help those 3 to get their 3. We duplicate this process. We show them how to do it. Archie now has witnessed 3 presentations or 2 presentations. He's talking a little bit more. He's helping to close the deal. If he's comfortable, he can do the first half of the presentation. The ultimate thing we want to get to, ladies and gentlemen, is you conducting your own private business reception. Because what happens is once you get to the 3rd level, you're what is called a 3-star executive. Now you're made that $900. The folks in this tier, they made their $450, and the folks they brought on, they made $150. But here's the powerful thing. Now you're in a position as a 3-star executive to give $30 for everybody that joins your business going forward. So we just brought on 39 people by helping Archie become a 3-star executive. I need you to visualize this. Play with the numbers. Once you put yourself in a position where you can conduct presentations, and it's a simple slide presentation. People don't know what you know and what you don't know. You just stay confident in the conversation of helping people reduce their taxes, increase their credit, get instant pay raises, and this is how much we get paid. And you might miss everything and call it WRM. Who cares? You're going to mess up the first few times, getting uncomfortable so you can get comfortable. And now you're controlling your money. Now you can drive the growth. So now as you got to a 3-star position in the first 3 weeks, because every week you're breaking executives, when you're driving the growth in your organization, you're not waiting for Mr. Ramirez, Mr. Parker, myself, or anybody to present for you. Now you can fill your calendar up and help individuals get to executive on the first week. And as now you're a 3-star, so that's $30, $60, $90 you drove into your bank account. And then you help those individuals bring on new executives into their business. I'm changing this up. So now you got 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30 coming into your bank account. You're driving that activity. And then you do it again. And then now I think you go up to $40 for each person that comes on because you move to the next level of 4-star executive. But do you see what I'm getting at here, guys? We want to help you get to 3-star executive in your first 3 weeks. First week, executive. Set the precedence. When you first come into business, we get you to executive director. Starting today, I don't care what you did in the past, for those who missed it, starting today, when you launch your business, you started a new LLC, what date do you want to start your business today? That's July 25th, 2023. So now in these next 7 days, next week, you want to be able to say, I brought on 3 new partners and I'm a new executive. And then the following week, we help those 3 that you brought on board bring on their 3 new partners. So now you're a 2-star executive. And we could start the process and get this thing rocking and rolling and watch what's going to happen to your business. Guys, 3-star executive is the money spot. That's how you build this growth. That's how you go from get to $15,000. You zoom out and say, well, see what's available to you. But then you got to zoom back in and say, okay, I got to master $20 and $50 a day. If you master $20 and $50 a day by you getting there, and then you start taking control of the presentations, and you're teaching other people to take control of the presentations, and you got PBRs going on throughout the week, you're doing PBRs, you got some of your key players on your team doing PBRs, and PBRs, and out of each PBR, you start realizing that each PBR presents 2 new recruits in every private business reception. So you got 10 PBRs going on a weekly basis. That's 20 new recruits happening on a weekly basis. What's 20 times $30 or $40 or $50, wherever you are in the comp plan? That's what you're making every week in momentum bonus. And coded bonuses. Not to mention, if you're bringing on 6 new recruits from Monday to Sunday midnight, that's another $300 in performance bonus. Bonuses after bonuses after bonuses. It gets sick. But it starts with 3-star. It starts with building up a momentum, building up your calendar, take control of your activities and making sure that you are doing PBRs. Guys, that's the business. That's the business. Everything else is fluff. I'm talking about the money-making activities. The mindset of knowing that you're worthy of being successful and knowing that you're not here by accident. Knowing that you didn't just stumble across MWR Financial, you've been praying for this opportunity. You've been asking God for something that would set you free, and you're not here by accident. But now that you're here, what are you going to do? Now that you're here, what are you going to do? And the key thing is, you got to go to work. Work through the numbers. We we expose, we follow up, we three-way calls. That's it. Look at your calendar and learn and see where your money is based on your calendar. So here we go. Let's jump into this. I went longer than I thought. Oh, well, sorry. I got on some soapboxes. Next level training, guys. Again, I can't emphasize Las Vegas. If you can get to Vegas, get to Vegas. What is your rate? Registration, get registered. Accommodations, get your room. Transportation, get your flights. Expectation, what will be your level of ranking? Who do you want to meet? What type of information? What is that nugget you need out of Vegas that'll take you to the next level? You got to come to the event expecting to get something that's going to take your business to the next level. All right? Big decisions are made at the big events. Make sure you put forth the activities so that you can get access to this amazing incentive. 6 recruits. I got to get 2 more to get my 6. I'm going to get that done in this week. And then I got to help somebody get to 2-star, and I qualify. Aha! Who's going to go 2-star? I'm putting pressure. I'm applying pressure. But hey, this is what it's all about, guys. When they put promotions, and here's the thing, and you got to understand the art of this. We are network marketing professionals. The company puts incentives in place to foster proper activities. Understand this, our compensation plan is designed to drive proper activities. And our activities is recruit, recruit, recruit. We are a distribution company. You want to set up distribution. Out of the recruiting comes membership sales. I need you to understand that. There's no sugarcoating it, and there's no other way around it. So let's jump into it. Real quick, our training topic, here's what I want to talk about, is your why. And then I want to open it up and just have Q&A. Success follows when you define what inspires you, motivates you, and fire you up. Okay? Success follows when you define what inspires you, motivates you, and fires you up. What is your why? Your why is so very important, guys. Your why is the purpose, cause, or belief that inspires you. You have to take this moment, and your why changes often. Right now, someone's why is, man, the month is almost over and mortgage is around the corner. I need to make $1,500 right away. You know, that's a short-term why, but it's a why. My why is I need money right now. You see what I'm saying? That's your why. And then as you grow in your business and you evolve, your why will grow and evolve as well. But what's your why? Be clear. Be specific, and be selfish. It's yours. This is your why. What is going to motivate you to get out and do what is necessary? See, when your why is not big and your why is not clear, someone's rejection will throw you out of the game. If your why is not big, your why is not clear, when it's raining outside, you won't leave the house. When you're not feeling good, you'll go work for your boss, but then you'll clock out and you won't do the work for yourself because your why is not clear. Your why is not big enough. Your why is not strong enough. Your why will make you do whatever you need to do to get those 2 exposures a day. Your why will have you pick up the phone even when you're uncomfortable to do the follow-up calls. Understand this, guys. Your why is the fuel and the foundation of helping you in your business. When you're about to quit, you have to ask the question, is this bigger than my why? Is this person frustrating me, or this problem that the company is having, or is this person who left the business or quit the business? Am I going to allow him or her or it to take me away from my why? But if you don't solidify and identify a why, and you're just moving through without purpose, cause, or belief, then anything could take you out. So I want to encourage you to really drive deep inside your thought process. What is your why? Money is not enough. You must, if it's money, you must assign that money. I need to make XYZ because my children are about to go to college and I need to pay tuition next month. That's a strong why. That should drive you. That should give you purpose and belief. And it should inspire you to get uncomfortable and pick up the phone and do it and talk to as many people as you need to get the number that you're going after. So that's one thing I just want to talk about in terms of your why. So what I want to do real quick is open it up for Q&A, guys. This is a part I love. So as I open up the lines, and I need to keep this clean, okay? If you have questions, I need for you to simply raise your hand, and I will unmute your line. And we have sponsors here. Who else we have? Let me see. I want to appoint some folks to make sure, because it gets a little funky when you open up lines and all that stuff. But this is good, because here's the thing, guys. Think of a question right now while I'm over here trying to find my mouse. But I want you to think of questions that is on your mind that you want to get answered. There's no such thing as a silly question, okay? And we'll make sure we answer it. If there aren't any questions, we'll wrap this thing up and charge into the evening and get ready for tomorrow. So hold on for 1 second here. Get some folks in. So let's open it up. The lines are open, guys. Who has any questions that they want to ask, so we could get some clarity and you feel good about the moves that you're making right now? The line is open. Miss Juliet, hold on for a second. Hey, Miss Jones, your line is open. Unmute yourself, if you will.
Okay. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Yes, my question is, when and what is too much when you approach a prospect?
I love that question. There's never too much. My whole philosophy is I follow up until you buy or die. But you must be tactful in everything that you do. And this is what I mean by that. Amateurs convince, experts sort. Remember that. We're in the business of simply exposing people to information so that we can collect educated and informed decisions. So when you follow up with a person, if they say they're not interested, it's absolutely imperative that we schedule the next meeting. Book a meeting from a meeting. So if you're fishing, let's use the visual of going fishing, Ms. Jones. As you're going fishing, the key thing is you pull in a fish, and if the fish is too small-minded or too small, you don't yank the hook out of their mouth and throw them in the water to die. You tactfully remove the hook and say, hey, it's okay. I understand the timing is everything. Now's not a good time. I appreciate you taking a look at the information. Pat them on the head, lay them back in the water. Make sure you follow back, come back to me when you're ready to get started. And then let them float out in the water and say, and before you let them go, say, is it okay if I keep you informed on how things are going? When you ask that one key thing, is it okay if I keep you informed on how things are going, that gives you permission to call them when you go executive, call them when you go 3-star, go 4-star, and you're just following up on them. I promise you this, they're always looking at you. So a lot of people may not move right away, but they're watching you to see how committed you are. So make sure you maintain your posture and tactfully follow up, maintain your friendships. Don't be the bugaboo. We do that sometimes. We got a bad name in the MLM space. But yeah, be very tactful about it and let them know, hey, I'm gonna just keep you posted. Timing is everything. Because today they might not be interested, but another week, 2 weeks, 4 months from now, they might get laid off, or their baby might tell them, Dad, you're not around when I'm playing football because you're always at work. And that will be a moment when they say, I need to do something different. Great question.
I'm not quite finished. Can I finish my other part?
Sure. Hey, you set it off. Nobody else got their hands up.
Okay. So I followed all that because, I have been in the work system for like, I don't want to give my age, but a lot of years, right? So, and I've been in public, I've been in the public service. I was a public servant and I've been in the public. I work for the public. So I have tech and I did all you said. But here's the thing. I called this business, and the week before the holiday, it seems like I always contact people around that time. I mean, but it doesn't scare me. I go anyway, but anyway, she says, okay, well, we're going to be leaving and I'll be back. So she came back. So when she came back, I waited out a week and I called her again. She answered the phone. She said, I'll call you back. Okay, so here's another week has gone by. She has not called me. I called her number this morning, and I was just going to say, well, ma'am, if this is not a good fit for you, please let me know so you won't think that I'm harassing you. That's how I was going to end. I was going to kind of, leave her alone because I didn't want it to seem like I was stalking or harassing her. That's why I asked you what was too much, because I didn't understand. But now I understand now.
Absolutely. And you'll feel and know when you're doing too much. I think when you always have the opportunity to ask permission to follow up, the fortune is in the follow-up. A person according to statistics, it takes about 4 to 5 exposures before a person makes a decision. But you have to tactfully, and you said you understand, and it sounds like you're being very tactful.
Yes.
You have to tactfully follow up with them with permission. Okay, I understand you're busy, and just find other ways to expose them to what it is that we do. Now you're talking to a business. What are you approaching them with? What aspect of MWR are you approaching them with?
Well, if I say something, I may get somebody in trouble because it's been a little problem. So
Don't worry about it. Don't say nothing.
Right.
But if it's jeopardizing the compromise of the company, we could do a sidebar.
It's not the company. It was a person that I dealt with that's in the company.
Okay. Yeah. We won't go live on that, but yeah, we could talk about it. Yeah. And again, and even in that, you're understand this, guys, that's a teachable moment. I appreciate you, Ms. Jones. Sometimes, and I had this with another project that I'm working, where sometimes personalities don't mesh. And that's why I always say, introduce your person to everyone within your company, within a support team. Because if a person don't like me, I'm not going to block them from talking to Gerald Parker. Understand what I'm saying? My ego's not too big for me not to have. I just want the person to win. So if you don't like how I'm helping to support and or what I'm doing or whatever, if you go around, hey, just win. So I'm glad you're here. You're plugged in, and we're here to support you regardless. So if you need us, we're here to support you, Ms. Jones. Mr. Absolutely, you're very welcome. Mr. Rowe, what's going on, sir? Your line is unmuted, or unmute your line. Can you unmute your line?
There it is. Is it working now?
There you go. Yes, sir. What's going on, boss?
So back to the why, and I'm thinking about how to inspire someone to, like, my question to you specifically is, how do you motivate or inspire your team when they're off track through their why? And I like how we had training on form, and for some reason I can't remember what the M stands for, but family, occupation, recreation. So basically that's a way of
Motivation.
developing and fishing for their why. So whenever they get off track, you kind of like, well, what about that? You want more of that? You want more of that? Or do you want that? Because isn't that the reason why you started this whole thing?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great point. I mean, and the M is motivation. There's different philosophies. Folks think you really can't motivate a person. A person has to motivate themselves, to be honest. You know, if I have to continue to inspire you and motivate you to go out and become financially free and stay in the game and do the exposures, I mean, it's just not going to work in that regards. Your why has to motivate you. Your reason for being here has to motivate you. Your family has to motivate you, whatever it is so we can inspire, we could point, we could plug in, we could be an example and things of that nature. But it really boils down to an individual. I had to learn this in the years that I've been in the business. All I could do is inspire, point, and be the example. But to continue to it's like trying to blow up a balloon. And you're pumping, and as soon as you let go, and you're pumping, come on, I'm not doing that for the rest of my life. You got to be self-motivated, and that's what we're looking for. Self-motivated, inspired individuals who want to get out there and get after it. Now, of course, there'll be some people who need to grow into that. That's where the system comes in at. That's where plugging in comes in. Hopefully there's folks who are sitting on a sideline right now and they're listening to this information and it's burning deep into the core of them. And they're like, I need to get going. Enough is enough. I'm freaking tired of sitting here on a sideline. And then they get motivated and they go out and do the activities, and then the results becomes addictive, and then they'll keep on going out there because they chase after those results. But to answer your question there, I mean, all you could do is point and plug them into a system. And once you have their why, hopefully that will inspire them. That's why I made it where the why is so important, that hopefully that will inspire them to get after it. Anybody else, if you would, raise your hand, or I know we have Mr. Ramirez, we have Dr. Clay. Anybody who wants to share anything that they have in terms of what they got out of today or how they help individuals in motivation?
Coach Ben.
Yes, sir.
This is Fernando. Thank you so much for your training, as always. You know, the thing about this is motivating people. I think it's something that I've learned throughout the years you really can't do. The only thing you could do is give them a chance, and when they're ready, you know, they'll jump in. One thing I've learned is to work your list and grow your list. So by working your list and growing your list, you know, the people that are ready, and if they see you constantly doing what you're doing, when they're ready, they'll be ready, and then they'll jump in. So that's what I learned to do. We just enrolled one of our main key players from our previous business, where it took 14 months to be able to get him seeing what we do. But meanwhile, I kept working and growing my list, and I kept being consistent. So what I do is just plug in, listen to mentors like you, listen to mentors like Dr. GWP, our team leaders, our team partners, and surround yourself with those folks. So if right now you're working on building up a team, surround yourself with the team you want to attract. plug in the trainings, get close to the leaders, and by getting close to the leaders and plugging into the training, eventually, whatever you have in your surroundings of the leaders that you're plugging into, you're going to start to attract them on your team. Why?
That's
Because
right.
you're going to grow into that, that level of energy and expectation where you're going to soar people. So that's about it. And I thank you so much, Coach Ben. You have been an inspiration for our decision when we started, a year and 2 months ago. And we felt very certain. I said, man, we're in the right place at the right time. We just got to plug in and let our leaders
Awesome.
plug in. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so very much for your leadership and you coming into this environment and just simply lifting the boats, which is absolutely amazing. And I love you and all that you do. I appreciate you big time. So listen, guys, I want to be mindful of our time. We're over an hour. So this is what I will encourage us to do real quick. If there's no other questions, I want to make sure that we plug into our events that we have for the rest of this week. Tomorrow, I'm conducting a lunch overview. Just thought about something. I need to get somebody to cover that. I got to take my son to the doc. I'm thinking out loud in front of all you guys. We have a lunch overview tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. And then tomorrow evening, we have our big event with Dr. G.W. Parker. You want to build into this stuff. These are the events that all you want to do is master the art of promotion. Get people in front of the information and let the system do all the talking and then collect the decisions from there. And along with that, guys, on Thursday, we're really focusing on building out that California marketplace, or let's say the West Coast. But and understand this, you don't have to be in the West Coast to plug into our 10 o'clock overview that we do on Thursday evenings. Same Zoom presentation here. But who do you know who works third shift here on the East Coast? Who do you know who has insomnia, can't go to sleep? They need to get plugged in to the Thursday night event. But if you know people in California, like, for example, Adele, she's in Hawaii. So 10 o'clock is what, 6 her time, I think. I just can't get that time difference together. But that's a great event for those who are in Hawaii and California, and Randy's out there in that area to get plugged into these types of events where it's 7 o'clock their time, 10 o'clock our time, where we can build it out. We got the leadership of Mr. Ramirez, Mr. Harmick, myself, and Mr. Parker, Dr. Parker. Get plugged in, guys. Get plugged in, get committed, and get excited, or stay broke forever. Guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's get after it. See you all tomorrow. God bless. Take charge. Let's go and grow.